the whole home. And my goal on the internet, I say every time, is to make lower footprint living a bit less complicated and a bit more budget friendly. And this week we are hosting a lot. So I thought I would show you what we're meal planning, budgeting, and what we bought on a lower than technically average budget for our family size for the UK, for a lot of hosting this week. So I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit and then we will dive in. So our normal food budget for the week for our family of 5 is £25 per person, so £125. And with that, I'm always trying to shop as sustainably, organically, carefully for the planet and people as we can on the budget. This week we are hosting a lot. We have one set of parents coming in town. We're hosting a family birthday. We've got various different things happening. And so I knew we were going to need different food and food that was going to cost more than our normal budget. So what I've done, there are a few tips for hosting on a budget and still making it work. So I went back and looked, okay, how much more can I add to the budget? So often when we host, it can just go up and up and up and we buy more things. We have to know our budget. Like, do you actually have to stick to the same budget? And the answer is monthly, we still are going to have to stick to the same budget. So then I'm looking at how much am I happy to pull from the next few weeks to use this week while we host. And I spent on this a total of £143. So usually it would be 125. So I've pulled just about £20 extra into this week. My other big tip for hosting on a budget is so many people first decide what they're going to eat. So, okay, we're going to have, we're going to make Thai style food, or we're going to do a barbecue, or first we go there. I think we have to flip that on its head to budget effectively for hosting, especially if we're also trying to be sustainably and ethically minded, and go first look at what can we get? What can we either get on sale, or what's growing, or what's local, or what fits in our budget, and then use that to make the meal plan. So that is what I have done for this meal plan, hosting on a budget. I've first gone, what can we get more cheaply, what's growing, and then I've built the meal plan from that. So you can probably not really see this very well, but some of the meals that we've gone for hosting this week are, well, the days we're not hosting, we've gone for the really cheap meals. So we've got rice and bean balls with roasted broccoli. We've got rice and beans leftovers. We've got pizza, which is a pretty frugal meal for us when we make it at home. Oatmeal for breakfast, so that when we're hosting, we can put a little bit more in. So our meals here are, we're doing shakshuka, and we're going to do it twice with 2 different groups of people. So the same sauce that we use for pizza, we'll then cook eggs in. We can add greens from the garden. We'll add chickpeas one time for protein and some sausages the other time. Now, I didn't plan shakshuka with sausages, but I had somewhere in here, I had a voucher so that I could get £1 off organic sausages. So I'm looking first at what can I get, what's on sale. I go through Waitrose vouchers and I go through Sainsbury's Nectar specials. Those are kind of the 2 that I do. But also look at what's cheaper at our bulk shop and things like that, and then form my meal plan. So we've got 2 lots of shakshuka. Then we've gone for a chicken taco soup. So I thought, okay, I'm going to adjust the meal plan depending on whether or not I can find a chicken on sale. So I kind of went into the store with my meal plan going, okay, what is the cheaper meat? And then shaping my meal plan as I go is always going to be a cheaper way to do it. And we've gone for chicken taco soup, then quiche and salad. Eggs are a really great cheaper protein, so we've gone for quiche and salad. We also have to be gluten-free for some of these meals, so that was another adjustment. Shakshuka again. And then we're going chicken pizza. We'll take the chicken off the chicken, because I did find one, and use it for pizza. Again, another frugal meal. And then we're going to do omelettes and home-style potatoes using stuff from our veg box. So I've shaped my meal plan based on what we can get. We've got some lentils in there, more cheap protein, and I'll link below. I just did a blog post on our favorite cheaper protein sources, and we definitely pull those in all the time. So this is the meal plan. You can pause and see it. And I actually had some meat in the freezer that I bought on sale and put in the freezer probably a month ago. And we're going to use that for a pulled beef taco salad. But let's dive into what we got. And I will note the meal plan below after this is live. But really, biggest tip is first looking at what we can get cheaply and then forming the meal plan rather than the other way around, or you're going to go over. So got my coffee. I went to the bulk shop first. I grabbed a cabbage that was on clearance. So that will go with our tacos, but that was a half price cabbage. So that was great. And then, okay, I wasn't planning on getting these, but I got some, they had jelly babies on half price. I shouldn't be touching those. On half price. We have some birthday parties coming up. I'm going to put them in little jars and gift those along with birthday gifts, but they are bulk jelly beef babies. But again, looking at what's half price and then adjusting what I get. Then I got some chocolate covered gingers. We're going to put those on a cake. We're hosting a family birthday. So those in bulk will be a great way to make a cake fun. We've already dived into this for a few things, but I've got bulk pasta. I know about how many grams of pasta it takes to feed our family for a meal. It's about 600 grams of pasta, which means getting it in bulk, I can easily get the right amount. So pasta, that will be with red sauce, just a really simple pasta. Then I've got a mix of sunflower seeds and hazelnuts in here because it is the cheapest way for us to make a peanut-free nut butter. So a mix of nuts and seeds in there. We will blend that up myself. I'm always just looking at the price per 100 grams. That was much cheaper than buying any kind of pre-made non-peanut butter. Then lots of dry beans, black-eyed peas, and chickpeas, and lentils. The best source of budget-friendly, pretty sustainable protein. The lentils will go alongside a pasta meal where there's less protein to add some protein. The chickpeas will be cooked and then go in the shakshuka to add more protein and bulk and fun into one of the shakshukas, the vegetarian shakshuka. And then black-eyed beans will go in our chicken soup. Also from the bulk shop, I got porridge oats, which I'll grind because I need to be able to do things gluten-free for someone that's gluten-free. So those will go in cookies, and I already used them to make a granola, which we made and used for breakfast already this morning. And I grabbed some garlic, which will go in chicken soup and things like that. So that was everything from the bulk shop. And I get as much as I can there for budget, but also to support local business, put the money back into our local economy and reduce packaging and all of those things. So that was that. Then I shop 2 supermarkets. I look at the deals from both. It really does save me money each week for not that much extra time. So for me, it is worth it. And this is what I got. It was a little bit less organic this week, partly for money and partly because it wasn't available. So I've got a lot of passata. This is so cheap, even organic passata, and that will be simmered down with garlic and salt to make pizza sauce for really frugal pizza, but also it'll be the base of 2 shakshukas. So a dish with a garlicky tomato sauce, and then we'll cook the eggs in the tomato sauce, serve it over bread with rocket, arugula. It's really delicious and a frugal dish. So with some garlic, and I've got 4 of those because we're going to do it twice. So we're going to need about 12 or 15 servings worth. So that's that. And then pizza as well. So we got that. I got rice for rice and beans meals, nice and cheap. And then I actually didn't need coffee. I don't tend to buy ahead a ton, but I know we'll need coffee next week, and this was £2 off. So that saved me £2 for next week. Okay, then butter was on special. So I got 3. We have had a dairy-free child who can now eat dairy again. So this is amazing. No dairy-free needed. We've just got lots of butter there. That will go in a birthday cake, in sauces, on bread, in cookies, so many different things. Those were the cheapest butters. Then I don't usually buy double cream, but that's going to go in our cake. So we've got 2 lots of organic double cream and some honey, which will go in nut butters that we make, sauces, cakes, on toast, waffles, different things, and a big thing of peanut butter. I try as little as possible to buy food in plastic for health, but also, for sustainability. Peanut butter is one where I cave. I don't want to make it at home because we have a peanut allergy, so I don't want it in my blender. So I do a big tub every couple of weeks, and then we reuse them. 2 dozen free-range eggs. I've not gone organic, but we've gone free-range there. 2 dozen free-range eggs. Marmite. Love it or hate it. We love it, all of us, including the American. And then I lucked out, and I got a full organic whole chicken for $12.45, down from £21, which was amazing. if you can find where locally you can get these kind of offers, it makes such a difference. So I know if it's pretty often that I can get an organic chicken for half price. So I then will roast this, we'll take the meat off, and that will go on chicken pizza, and we will use the scraps of meat along with all the bone broth from boiling a carcass will become a chicken taco soup. So that is that. I was really happy that I could find that. And then I had a voucher for sausages. So we've got organic sausages. They will go in the meaty shakshuka. I used my other Waitrose voucher, which was £1 off. So it's £2 every week. So it's like 100 and something pounds a year just from using those vouchers. I can also get my free coffee. Usually I buy organic dairy, but there was a voucher on that as well. So we saved there. What else? Okay. Gluten-free bread. This was a splurge because I make bread for about 80p for an organic sourdough loaf. But we have a gluten-free family member coming in town, and I know that this is the kind of bread they like. So we went for this. I'll just pop it in the freezer, and then they can pull it out slice by slice. Okay, what else? Guys, we needed wine. This was the cheapest wine I could find in any supermarket. Not usually how I would do it. We're not huge wine drinkers. We tend to go gin and tonic, whiskey and tonic, but I found a 345 rosé, and it will go in the fridge, and we will drink it cold, and it will be so happy on date night. What else did we get? Okay, I'm gonna do on the shakshuka, I'm gonna put some crumbled feta, and then we've got rocket in the garden. Look at my wonderful nails. We've got rocket in the garden, arugula, which we'll pull and do rocket and crumbled feta on top. It will be wonderful with some of that 80p homemade sourdough, and lots of tin tomatoes. This will go in taco soup. And also maybe just taco soup, and I bought loads. Oh, we're gonna do a pulled beef as well with the beef that I have saved in the freezer. So lots of those, climate neutral, but couldn't find organic. So that's that. Okay, just a few more things. More cocoa. We're always going to go fair trade on cocoa. It is a very problematic industry. So this is for birthday cake, and also just because we love chocolate and everything through the week. We just made some chocolate cake waffles. So this is just chocolate cake batter, but cooked in the waffle maker, because that way you don't turn on the whole oven for just a few servings. And they did some yogurt, cocoa, honey to make a little 2-layer waffle chocolate cake for like one serving for each of the family. So we've already done that this week. Okay, what else? Milk. We did granola this morning, so that went with that. And then it will also go in quiche. So I'll probably now pop this in the freezer for quiche later on in the week. And then the only other things were, okay, this was expensive. Stem ginger and syrup, but that will go in the cake. We're going to do a chocolate, ginger and orange birthday cake. So that will go in that. And then yogurt, which will dollop like sour cream on our chicken soup. So pretty much everything. And then this is always a splurge to do a veg box, but I really care about how we treat our farmers, the contracts they get, what they get paid, how we, our local farmers are treated really badly in England in terms of supermarket contracts. And so I want to invest in paying them a little bit more, and also getting organic fruits and veggies from a company that doesn't like throw away the ugly ones or throw things away because there's just too much, and really invest in people and not creating waste. So that is why we do a veg box. I like that I can switch it out, so I know where I can use everything. We've got 3 broccolis that will go in quiche pretty much, and then on some roasted veggie bowls. Then what else have we got? Chopped tomatoes. I tend to just get the veg box, plan the meals, and then all the different veg can be inserted wherever in our meals. That keeps it simple for me. Potatoes. Yep. That will be our home-style fries next to our omelettes. What else? There's not a ton in here. Okay. We've just got two big bags of carrots. And these will probably be in chicken taco soup, in quiche maybe, in salads, in pulled beef. So those will go in a few different places. Lots of organic carrots in paper that I can pop in the compost or recycle. And then the rest is just not a ton of fruit for the week. We'll go more greens, foraged nettles, things like that. And then stuff that's already growing in the garden. I'm going to major on that produce-wise so that I can put the money into other things for the week to try and balance the budget. A cucumber will just be, kids alongside stuff. And then a couple of the oranges, we'll zest the oranges to go in the cake. And then probably do some slices on top and also put it in water. I feel like citrus in water for hosting is a really nice way to do a simple drink and not buy inexpensive drinks or do a lot of sugar or alcohol, but it just looks pretty, it's happy, it makes a table spread look nice for not very much money. So we'll do some sliced in water, especially if you put it in the fridge and leave it overnight, you get really nice citrusy water, but it will also be the cake. Okay, I think someone commented. Just want to say thank you. Your videos has helped inspire and encourage me. Oh, through a very low point on my zero waste but health first journey. Oh, I love balance. It balances, yeah. It's tough. It's always a journey. We're evolving, aren't we? And I always think we just take the next best step that we can. And sometimes we'll get it right and sometimes we'll get it wrong, but it will move us further forward on the journey and not make us feel that judgment. I don't think judgment and shame leads anyone to positively change. So we're trying to keep it positive, take the next best step and do what's right for us. So that is our food for the week. And if you hit subscribe, I will post at the end of the week what it looked like to do this for a week, if we had to buy anything else, anything like that, and actually how this translates to meals. Okay, thanks for joining, and I'll pop the meal plan below later on. But that is our food for the week.